They are cushiony. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Andrea, Busy Mom in the Magic. So glad that you are here joining us on this pack with me. Today, I'm going to tackle two challenges. Yes, two challenges, because I am just sick and tired of one, waiting last minute, and two, fighting the scale, overpacking. So those are my two challenges that I'm gonna work through today. And thank goodness I have a free checklist for you to use, and I'm going to be living by it. And let's get to packing for Disney World. I'm so excited that you're here. Let's jump into it. Let's start this out with park bag must-haves. I've already pulled in all of my fanny packs, and this is where things get questionable in my life because I said, I'm not going to overpack. I'm gonna have to choose what fanny packs go with us. And if you are new to this channel, I also have a 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old, who is pretty much like a 4-year-old in a 20-year-old's body. So she loves the accessories. She's all in the girly. So I brought in all of her fanny packs, might you know, and I think we're gonna have to pull them down to what she wears the most when we are at Disney World. Now, a lot of these fanny packs, I got them off of Amazon. So anything that you see today, I will do my best to make sure that everything is in my Amazon storefront. So all of those are from Amazon. And then this guy is a petunia pickle. And then this one is from Zara. So got all of those fanny packs. I think I will probably allow her to choose. And I have already figured out what fanny packs I'm going to bring. And I'm only gonna bring 3 this time, which is a big deal. It's a huge deal. I am a girl who loves Stony Clover. So I will still need to choose which one I am bringing through the airport with me. This one is a big time favorite. And that's the one that I'll keep out. So technically I'm only packing 2 fanny packs. Technically. What am I going to bring in the park? So I've got my fanny pack. I will have that across my chest. Of course, my wallet and my phone keys will stay back in the room. But how are we going to make this super, super easy for a mom like you taking your kiddos and your family to Disney World? Well, that's what I'm here for, is to help you figure this out and make sure that you are prepared as possible. Call me your online bestie, because that's what we are from here on out. I figured that we would start with probably one of the most biggest questions that I get, and that is like how to beat the weather. And I hear a lot of people saying like it's super, super hot, but not many people talk about the rain. But we're gonna talk about them today in some 2-in-1 type of contraptions that I'm gonna take care of you, okay? So my biggest hit, the most successful thing that I have used to beat the heat and the water, the rain, because we are going into hurricane season, if you didn't know it or not. And plus in the summer in Florida, it just stinking rains every day. That's just the thing. But this guy, I will attach it to my stroller like so. So this little guy will open up right here, and I'll attach it to my stroller, and I'll pretty much have it just standing straight up. Then I will take my umbrella and I will attach it right here. So all I have to do is open it up whenever it starts raining or if it is sunny, friends. The shade makes things feel so much better. Now, while I'm thinking of it, I've had some friends out there ask like,
can you go through the crowds with it open?
Yes, you can. It would just be like you're holding an umbrella like other people do, but I would suggest pulling your umbrella down whenever you are going through the security checkpoints at the parks and whenever you're scanning in your ticketing, just to be really respectful, because there are tight squeezes going through there. A fun fact about this doodad is because you can just roll on the Skyliner if your stroller is just a single stroller. So I keep it straight up. I don't break down my stroller because it is a single and it fits those width dimensions, and I just walk on with it up there, and so it's just an up and down type of thing. Also the monorail. I can just roll onto the monorail, no problemo. Now, if we're talking about the buses, I just simply just take it off and I hand it over to my 4-year-old and she will board the bus holding on to it while I've got the stroller. If your child can't carry anything on, that's a-okay too. It can simply go underneath the stroller whenever you're folding it up, or it's just a simple, you know how the mom life is. Like, we can carry anything under these bad boys, okay? So that is like one of my favorite things at the top. I'm sharing you like one of the biggest helps when you're going through the Disney World. Now, to layer on to that, to make things so much easier, because we're still wanting to beat the heat for you going through Disney World, is this fan. So, like I said, whenever I have my umbrella open, I've got this shade, it's really hot, and I want a constant breeze. I will attach this fan to here and have it blowing hands-free while I am walking through the park, just going. This fan is super adjustable, so you can move it to however you want. In addition, it gets better. This guy pops right on off, so I can go pick up my mobile order or anywhere that I'm going without my stroller. This can still stay attached. So we're here for the ease, mama. We're gonna get you through this and make it super easy. And plus, we cannot make sure everybody is taken care of and having a good time if we are not taking care of ourselves. So that is why I started off with the most important part, and that's you, mom. We're going to make sure that you are beating the heat and not getting soaked. But it continues on from there. So I always loved to use the ponchos. Now, I think that they're a little bit easier and they keep me drier rather than a rain jacket. Some rain jackets out there are not completely waterproof. So I would just be careful, keep that in mind. And that's why we always opt for our ponchos. Another stroller accessory that is a must. This is a universal stroller cover, and it's got these cute little Disney Mickey Mouses on it, and it will just pop right on over the stroller. Annie can actually get in the stroller, living her best life with her chicken nuggies, her snacks, not getting wet at all, completely covered, good to go. We're fantastic. Everybody's dry because nobody wants to be soaking wet. Moving on to more stroller accessories is this guy. This is a stroller caddy, one of the newer ones that I just got. Again, a cute little touch, but I'm all about a grab and go because there's so much hustle and bustle going on in the Disney parks, and you're also juggling your children. I've got a 4-year-old. We've been going to Disney World ever since she was a baby. I totally understand. Like, your hands are so full, and sometimes whenever your child hands you one thing and you're like, my hands are totally full. I need something to just put something, and if we're just walking somewhere, I can grab it. So I'm all about the grab and go to be effective and efficient while you're moving through the parks. We want to make sure everybody's taken care of. So this guy just dangles from the top of the stroller handlebar, and it has like this big old pouch, okay? So I hope you can see the depth of this. Sometimes I'll even put my ponchos in there, and that will be a really great way that they don't kind of get nasty and dry incorrectly, because it's got this mesh part. So it's gonna have some air that's gonna get to it to dry it off appropriately. Within these, there's the big one right here. And then you have smaller ones. So you can put your phone in there, you can put a water bottle in there, you can put the trash that the kids are always giving us, and it makes things super easy. Now, if you are still in the bottle phase, it's got these right here, but we are not in the bottle phase. So back to the fan situation. I love to put our little Mickey fans, which are the handhelds right here, and they have this little ring as well. So I can just hold this up in line. It fits also in my fanny pack, super mobile, or I can give it to Annie. She actually opts for this one and another fan too. She doesn't really like my big one, or any time that I've ever even had like one of those large stroller fans that have the octopus stands. She's never really liked them. But this guy is perfect for holding our handheld fans as well. Then I can just zippity-doo-dah-day out of this guy and put it in my fanny pack as we're going through a line, especially if some of the lines are outside, because that is a thing. Not all lines are shaded. Not all lines have fans going on at the same time. So this is pretty much what we use it for. Again, this little pouch right here folds right on up. Very effective, very efficient. Nothing really falls out whenever we are boarding transportation, which is so important. Now, this is one of my newer friends that I just got, and this guy is like super duty, heavy. Like, look at this. Look at this right here. I could be in like a commercial. It's pretty daggone good. Now, that was just at setting 3. It goes up to setting 5. I just call this my hair dryer, but it doesn't get hot. So love this guy. And then it also kind of gets compact. So if I wanted to set this down while we're eating lunch, having a picnic in the hub, we can totally make that happen. So here are my little doodads as we are going through the park to make sure that you're beating the heat and beating the rain. Still in the phase of what we bring to the park / our park bag. Now, keep in mind that I still bring my stroller along with me. I know a lot of people question as their children get older, should I bring my stroller? Should I bring my stroller? Listen to me. Come here. Come close. Come close. A little bit closer. You bring the stroller. The stroller is for you. It's for you. That will be your personal assistant. I love our stroller. Annie is getting to the age where she does like to walk around the park. That's fantastic. I'm still bringing my stroller because it's carrying all the things that if I didn't, then I would have to be keeping up with my sunscreen lip gloss. Like, I don't want to carry that. I'm carrying the family on my back. We're doing lightning lanes. We're figuring this out, okay? We've already done the work. The team is on the back. I need somebody to carry my load physically. So, speaking of sunscreen, put some on your lips. And then I also have my packing cube right here. Now, I don't bring this whole thing into the park, but it's all packed up together anyway, so I figured I might as well just share it to you guys. This is the sunscreen that my husband and I use. Loving this for Annie. It's so easy. Like, the application is so easy. We never even fight, and it's a great non-toxic brand. Also, I love these brushes. So if something doesn't spread very well, I can use these brushes to put it on her. In addition, we love our Solar Buddy. So I will use this paired with the brush. She uses this. Like, she can put this on whenever it's pool time. The waterproof sunscreen is in here. And then if I need to brush it out, make sure all the places, the creases in her face, her nose, her hairline needs to be covered, these brushes are fantastic at that. And then I also have these UV patches where you can put this on your child's skin and then it'll turn purple when it's time to place more sunscreen on. You put the sunscreen on, it goes a lighter shade of purple, but it turns bright purple when it is time to put the sunscreen on. So that is something that I can really appreciate. Also, do not, may I repeat, do not forget a phone charger. This is the phone charger that we use, and I do like it because this guy comes out and I can just plug it into the wall. It's one less USB that I have to keep up with, and it has all these different cords. So whether you need to charge up your fan, which I've never had my fan die in the parks, that's just not a thing. But anyway, if you have something that needs to be charged, an iPad or something of the sorts, this guy is fantastic. I'll also put this in my fanny pack for travel day. And then also make sure that whenever you are carrying in something like this, like the case, the people at security, when you're going into the parks, are gonna want you to open this. It's not sketch or anything like that. Just boop, right on through. We also have hand sanitizer. Now this guy is so cute. We love our Touchland hand sanitizers, but recently got this for the ears just because it's so stinking cute. Let me see. And the smell is so nice. It is wild watermelon scent, and we love it. It's got this little keychain on here that's super easy. If you want to put it on your fanny pack, if you want to put it on your bagoo bag, if you want to put it on your child's backpack, you definitely can. Another thing that we love to bring into the parks with us, but we have to have it with us in the parks, is our pens. Now, let me open this guy up because we don't bring the whole daggone thing. No, we sure don't. Because if it was lost, I would actually just kind of vomit, honestly. But Annie will always bring this little pouch in her fanny pack. So what we do, if you are in the pen trading world, if you're thinking about getting into it, it's super fun. It's like a super fun hobby. Annoyingly expensive, but super, super fun. We have a blast doing it. So we will keep all of our trader pens in here. So anything that we've gotten a double of or like a triple of, we will keep this in here on one side. And then whenever we get a new pack or a collection or things that we need to keep, we'll put it on the other side. And then of the evening time, when we get back to the room, then we will take our keepers and put it in our little binder. And I've got this organized. We've got multiple collections going on right now. This one I think is just randoms. And then attractions that we've got on there. We've got resorts on there. And then a princess page, of course. And let's see, I think I put my new one in the back, which is, I'm starting a Nightmare Before Christmas one. Sorry, I've got so much stuff back there. I'm starting a Nightmare Before Christmas one. This one's my personal one. And then Annie started a new collection as well. So if any of our friends are going to be in the parks anytime soon, we will be in the parks twice in July and twice in August, and once in September, once in October, once in November. Break in December. So if we are still collecting our Stitch snacks and you want to meet up and take a picture with us and maybe tradey, find me on Instagram. Let's arrange it. Let's make it happen. We love a good pin trade, but this is the one that we are currently on right now. So if your kiddos wanted to start a collection, that's the one that we are on. If you all wanted to kind of do it along with us, that'd be really cool. We did complete the Sweet Dreams collection on our last trip. Thank God. Like, for real. But that one was so much fun. And then with each new collection, we put it on a lanyard. So the lanyard's hanging up in Annie's room, and it's a Figment lanyard of all the Sweet Dreams. And so she got a new lanyard for her new collection. One of my favorite money saving tips is this snack bag, and I know you guys are loving it too. This is like my #1 sold item, and very well deserved. This snack bag is rather large in size, but compact enough to be effective. So I always fill this up for our travel day. This goes in our carry-on bag. We will have Pop-Tarts in there, beef sticks, like all the things, oatmeal bars, granola bars, and even some little snacky snacks to like keep her occupied, like the special ones, you know, like the stuff that they normally don't get, like these bad boys. And it holds so much that literally it's going to sustain us the entire trip. And as you can see, this is from a couple weeks ago from our last trip, and we still didn't empty it out. And this is a great thing that you can do by bringing into the parks as well. It has the handles on it. You can put this underneath your personal assistant, aka your stroller. And if your kid is wanting a snack, instead of spending $10 on something, you can just grab in there, give it to them, and you're good to go. So I really, really love the concept of this. This is going to serve you throughout the entirety of your trip, starting with your travel day in the room, in the parks. This is one of my favorite items. Now, speaking about in the room, let's talk about some things that you're going to need in there too. Some of my favorite things, actually. Now we're back in the room. We're not in the park. We still need to make this go as seamless as possible because this is going to be your home for however long that you are staying. Now, one of my favorite things that I use personally while I am at the Disney World is my foldable hamper. Now this guy has been used, but it keeps things so organized, guys, especially whenever I'm packing back up and need to put my stuff away. I will put all of my dirty clothes all in one suitcase. That way, whenever I get home, I can unpack and put it in the washer. Mom life never stops, even when we're on vacation. So allow this to help you transition back to normalcy. And I would even suggest, possibly if you have a larger family, maybe grabbing a couple of these, and depending on how long you're going to be there. If we are staying there a full week, the three of us, I do have to empty it. So ideally, I should have at least two, or maybe like as Annie's getting older and her clothes are getting larger, maybe one a person. I don't know. That might be a little crazy because you can always empty it and sort your laundry back into your luggage. That's an option. But definitely have a go-to place for your family to be able to put all of their things into the laundry hamper and make things easy. Now, also, if you are with child who is a little bit shorter, like Annie, she's 4 years old, she still loves to have a stool to help her get up onto the toilet. She's completely potty trained, but she has used this collapsible toilet seat for forever, ever since she's been using the potty. And at first, it was just helping her transition to being potty trained. Now, it just creates ease and comfortability for her. And I'm okay with that. It does have this thing that's gonna go around the toilet. It collapses, and it's gonna go right in the suitcase and make their life a little easier. And plus, it's gonna keep you from having to be yelled at.
Mom! I need to use the bathroom! Help me!
I mean, we deserve a vacation at some point, right? Let's just skip the bathroom calls. And then the other thing that I always bring is my meds cube. This will stay in the room. Typically, I will pack it away like above the little nooks that they have, the beverage coolers. A lot of the resorts will have like that long, tall thing with the shelves on top, and I'll just put that boop, right on up there. But inside of here is our normal stuff, right? So like our little medicine cabinet, if you will. I always travel with a thermometer. Always, always. I have had a sick husband. I've had a sick child in the middle of the night. And it's just easier. Like, I understand that I can go downstairs or I can call and get some help. That's just too much work. I can just go to my little medicine cabinet bag and check a temp and see if we're good to go. In the chance that we need medicine, I also bring that along with us. Now, this is Genexa. This is one of my favorite brands. They keep the yucky ingredients out of it and just keep the things inside of it that you actually need. And then sometimes Annie just gets daggone allergies down there. So I do sometimes bring our allergies. A little measuring cup thing will go in here, as well as some Tums. And then my favorite Band-Aids, I will forever show these to all of our friends, our little Jesus Band-Aids. They have Jesus heels on the Band-Aid and then little Jesus heads all over them. And they're just daggone cute, and I like them. It's really hard to find a Band-Aid at the Disney World. I'm not gonna lie. You can also put this in your stroller. Not a bad idea either, because if they're like running and it's like one of the many times that you're like, don't run, don't run, don't run, and they fall. And then they've got hurt hands, hurt elbows, hurt knees, hurt hands. And then you're like, where's the Band-Aid? And then you go to the nearest cast member and they're like,
I don't have one. Go see first aid.
That's annoying to me. Band-Aids? There you go. I also have this compact little guy that holds all of my vitamins as well. So I've got my calcium, my fish oil, and all the things that I take on a regular basis. Instead of just bringing a million different bottles of stuff, just pop them right in here. Speaking of vitamins, Annie's vitamins will also be in here. She takes the Mary Ruth brand. Love these guys. They are organic. This flavor is mixed berry and cherry. This is the multivitamin and postbiotics. And I do like for her to take the postbiotics, especially at Disney World, because we don't really eat that great when we're on vacation. For some reason, all she ever wants is chicken tenders and french fries when we're there. Unless it's like Tony and there's spaghetti involved, or if it's like buffet style and she can get steak. The girl loves steak. I told you, 4-year-old going on to 24, something like that. Yes, she requests steak for dinner many times. Another thing is a travel steamer. Now, whenever I get all of my clothes in my packing cubes, I said I don't want to bring a bunch of luggage with me this time, so I'm going to be stuffing this in my check-in. And things just get wrinkled by default, honestly. So I always bring a travel steamer. One of my other favorite items, this one's right up there with the snacks packing cube right there. This guy, I will plug it in the room. Okay, boop. Mentioned earlier about all the USB ports that you have to charge everything in. Now that you have to charge everything with a USB nowadays. So, boop. You just put in all the USBs. If you have a Magic Band Plus and it has to be charged every night, I just make, typically underneath the TV, I will make a charger station. This is like another one of my bigger tips that makes life super, super easy. I'll make a charging station with all of the cords inside of here. It's prepped, we're ready to go. When we leave for the day, like we're getting up, we're going, all I have to do is just take everything off, put things on the stroller, put our fans on the stroller, get the batteries from our cameras, get our Magic Bands, pop those on. Day is done. We go back to the room and we just go to our electronic zone and take everything off, charge everything up through the night, and then the next morning we're good to go again. Instead of everything just being scattered all over the room, there's one solid destination that my family at this point knows. Like, we got back to the room, hey, here's my Magic Band, hey, here's my Magic Band, hey, here's the fans, and we're good to go from that point. Again, another easy thing for you busy mamas out there, right? This channel is for all the busy moms that are borderline losing our minds. You are in the right place, guaranteed. We're all in it together. And another thing is my sound machine, my portable sound machine. No, this is not for drowning out the children or your husbands, no. And even today, I was on one of those groups, like the Disney World Tips and Tricks groups or whatever, and somebody was complaining about the Grand Floridian that we stayed at a couple weeks ago. And they were like, even though like we spent all this money, the walls are super thin and you can hear everything. I don't know what rumor got out there that like deluxe resorts have thicker walls in between. It's a wall. Like, it's not like you have your own specific house or condo. If there is a family on the other side of the wall and they're like loud and there's children being children, likely you're gonna hear them. That's just value, deluxe, it doesn't matter. Now the only difference would be like the value resorts and the moderate resorts, most of them, you will have like your door is to the outside. Now that's where the loudness comes from, but just because you're in a deluxe resort doesn't mean you can't hear your neighbor. I just hit myself. Get a sound machine. I rely on this actually more than probably Annie does, and it really has a lot of power. So get you a sound machine. It's gonna help you get some rest at night. And God knows, Disney Tired is Disney Tired, and it's one of a kind. You need your sleep at night. Now we're to the part where we need something to wear, and man, in true busy mom fashion, I have nothing prepared, quite literally. Now, Annie has been begging me to participate in this video. So right now she's being a little angel in the living room watching TV while I'm recording this. So dare I show you her bedroom if I ask her to pick out her clothes for this upcoming trip? Dare I? Do you double dog dare me? Because it is frightening. And I've asked her for a week to clean it up. Literally yesterday, I told her, I was like, I'm not going in your bedroom. I will not go into your bedroom until it's clean. She didn't touch it. Double dog dare me? I told you guys. I told you. It's wild. It's wild. And here you are judging me, aren't you? I just stepped on something.
My room is kind of clean.
You think your room is kind of clean?
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you're okay?
Mm-hmm.
You think it's kind of clean? We are not okay. Nope, we're not. Do you want to pick out your clothes? Yeah. So we're there 3 full days. It's a quick trip, okay? And then we've got 2 travel days. So we'll need about 8 outfits, 2 a day, because I don't like sitting in my stinky, sweaty clothes, okay?
I want want this one for Hollywood Studio.
You want to wear that for Hollywood Studio? Okay. What else do you want to wear?
And I want to wear my Ariel outfit to meet Ariel at Magic Kingdom.
You want Ariel outfit?
Mm-hmm.
You really want to wear that?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think you'll be hot? What if you wore like your active dress? Because you've got your active dresses right here and your active shorts.
I don't want to. I just want to wear this.
You're gonna wear that?
Mm-hmm. To meet Ariel.
Okay. What about this Ariel dress?
No.
You don't want to wear this?
I just want this one.
Okay. What about this purple outfit?
Yes.
You like this outfit? Oh, you want to do that one for Daisy Duck?
Yeah. Give me Donald Duck.
You want me to be Donald?
Yeah.
Do you like this Hey Hey dress or no?
Yes.
Do you want this Peter Pan dress?
Yes.
Now allow me to be your honest friend because I just let you in on that one. But Annie did pick out all of her outfits. I let her choose first, and then I just kind of came through behind and grabbed something that might make sense in my brain. This adorable, I know I showed this to you guys on our last pack with me, but this is just, come on now, so cute. It's a cotton texture, adorable. I have super hottie Hayden Christensen. You cannot argue that is a fact. I'm gonna be wearing him. And I also thought that it'd be really cute to pair him with these cute little pinstriped boxer shorts, the pink and the white, to pull out the pink tones in the image on the t-shirt. I think it's cute. I'll probably wear like a white sneaker with this guy, maybe like a pink striped socks that I love to wear. Annie, like you all saw, wore this. This is something she's not worn in a really, really long time. This is from a small company called Bluebird Designs. And when it's steamed, because we're bringing our steamer, it is so stinking cute. And of course, this would be lovely at Animal Kingdom. Another repeat item. I did not go out and buy a ton of stuff this time. Super proud of myself. End of the day, my life is too busy and I just didn't think about it because we just got back a couple weeks ago and we're leaving again and then we're leaving again in a month or so, all while I'm working full time. If we're not really, really close on here, you're getting close to me now. You're learning all the things. I'm a full-time employee with a YouTube channel while being a wife and being a mom, and I homeschool our daughter. People ask me all the time, like,
how do you do it? How do you juggle it all?
I don't know. No sleep, insanity. Anyway, I'm gonna wear this guy, a little khaki skirt. This is active material. If it doesn't look like that on the camera. I love a good active top with a built-in bra. Sign me up always. So I thought that would be cute. Another little of an older dress. It still fits her though. That's why I loved getting these for her, because a lot of the dresses that I get her, she runs out of it like really, really fast because she's a child and she's growing really fast. But where this ties in the back and then it's got this ruching right here, she can grow along with it. So this adorable Peter Pan dress, which I thought I could pair it out with a light blue dress and play on like the windy effect, maybe some white sneakers, a white sock, maybe like a ruffle sock. The ruffle socks that I have not be too little ruffly, because those are the ones that I wore last year to the Christmas party. Oh, I did buy a new hat, guys. So I had so many people obsessed with my Radiator Springs hat last trip, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me my Agrabah hat. We're not super matchy-matchy on this one, but we're gonna play with the Jasmine theme. Got some little face tattoos that I love to wear, me and Annie, and I figured we could wear Jasmine little tattoos on our face right here, and she could wear this cute little active dress from Target. This one, I'm not really fantastically over excited about with my outfit that matches, but it is what it is. I can make it make sense in my brain. But Annie has this Disgust dress, and I know I've worn this before with like the boxers and my inside out t-shirt, but I like my active dresses, especially in the heat. So I was like, you know what? I could be embarrassed from inside out, maybe. She wants to wear this Chewbacca dress. We shall see. I thought It's still really cute. Maybe we'll get one last wear out of it. Hi, honey.
Can I join the video?
Yes, of course. I'm just going to wear a black active dress with this. What do you have to say?
I want to be in the video.
You want to be in the video? Oh, gosh. Do you want to say hello?
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Annie.
Your name is Annie. And you love going to Disney World, right? Yeah. What's your favorite ride that you're looking forward to?
Expedition Everest.
Expedition Everest. Because you're how tall?
44 inches.
You're 44 inches, and that's how tall you have to be able to ride that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you're looking forward to riding when we go?
One of my favorite rides at Magic Kingdom.
One of your favorite rides at Magic Kingdom? And what's that?
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain! So maybe our friends can come ride some rides with us. You think we can help out their mamas? Yeah? Maybe help their mommies wrangle kiddos up like you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? All right. And then let's continue to show them our stuff. Okay? So Annie mentioned that she wanted me to be Donald Duck, so I got my blue dress, and she could be Daisy. We can play with some Daisy with this lilac color.
Yeah.
And then a pink day. Right? We could just be pink girlies.
Yeah.
What do you think? Now, whenever Annie's talking about you can be Donald Duck, you can be Daisy, we love these new emos. So we have a bunch of new emos that we'll just simply put on our fanny packs that I already showed you. So what I'll do is I'll grab like a hair tie and I'll put it around her arm, like that one, and then I'll wrap it all the way around her behind my fanny pack or Annie's fanny pack and attach it to her other arm, and it's being held just like this. And truly, it will sit there all day long, won't it, Annie? It works out really nice. So we've got our Donald and Dave, the tattoos that we were talking about. So I've got some Mickey Mouse ones, Lion King, Toy Story. Oh, this one will be fun, the Nemo one. We need to break these out.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got some princess ones and Cars as well. I know I mentioned some sneakers that I'm going to wear. I love my On Cloud sneakers, but we've already talked about rain, and it's going to rain every day, and we're going into hurricane season. So I do wear my sneakers. Yes, indeed I do. But I also have my favorite type of sandals, and they are proven to work in the rain, and they are none other than my reef sandals. My husband has bought all 3 pairs that I own because I could literally have every single color. Like, they are so cushiony, so supportive. So I got this one. Then he got me these, and now I love these too going to the pool. Like, I feel like they're just a really pretty elevated sandal. They also match a lot, and these are cork too, so they are comfortable. He just got me this new color. Again, I seriously love them. And honestly, Reef cannot keep my size in stock. I'm a size 6, so anytime that they have a sale, it's like my size goes first. And they're water friendly, so all of them are water friendly. You don't slip around when you're walking through the parks because it's wet. So those are my favorite of all time sandals, and they're so cute. Now back to the packing part. One of the stressier parts of packing is packing what needs to go in my travel bag, just simply because I am always nervous that I'm going to forget something. And that's why I love my personal checklist. It's a 2-pager. Now, if you get this and you download it, there are lines underneath some of the items. It's just simply a hyperlink that you can click on and go to our favorite. The check boxes can be digitally checkmarked, so if you don't print it out, you can still keep it on your phone and it still works. This is what I love about this guy, because the first thing on here is the part that stresses me out the most, because sometimes whenever you forget something, you're like,
you know what, I'll just buy it whenever I get there.
IDs, things like that, money, you kind of can't buy money when you get there. So that's why I always put it first on my checklist. Let's run through this. Make sure that before you travel that you have a real ID if you're flying. If you don't have the real ID, we actually have our passports, so we always use our passports. So make sure that you have that. This is the actual wallet that we keep our passports in, and I travel with this thing. Got my passports right here. We use this every single time, and I like that it's large. I'm not gonna be able to lose it as easy. So the small things I feel like I could lose really, really quickly, and or if this thing goes missing, I'm gonna realize it pretty quickly. And it fits in my fanny pack too. Plus. And then on the side, I always travel with greeting cards and with little small gift cards inside for anybody that is really good to us. I feel like the service industry just needs some loving, and always just want to make people feel appreciated whenever they are helping us out. So whether that being our chauffeur through Transportation by Mike, or whether that being a cast member helping us with our bags, etc., just showing them some love and a little extra gift and a thank you note inside is something that I always like to do. I always like to travel with cash so we can tip our bellman, anybody that helps us. So not only do I give them a tip, but I do try to give them a little extra if they are making me feel special or making me feel the magic. Also, before you head out, just make sure that all of your transportation is good to go. And glad that I still put it on my checklist, because you could be like, Andrea, what do you mean? Like, you should be good. No, actually, I went and confirmed my transportation, and I put our pickup date, like to come back home, the wrong day. So I had to email our friends over at Transportation by Mike and was like, hey, I made a mistake. And of course, they're super fantastic. And I will go ahead and use this plug. So I've used Transportation by Mike for over a year, maybe 2 years at this point. They're a private transportation service who pick us up at the airport. They bring us straight to our resort, and then they'll bring us back to the airport whenever it is time to go home. Also, right now they are running a promotion. So I've got 2 discount codes for you depending on the date and what you are needing. So if you mention your YouTube friend Andrea Mobberly and you use the code Mobberly20 up until September 10th, and you are using, if you're booking like a full round trip, you can get 20% off of your booking. Just make sure that you follow those steps. It'll get you a discount. Love them. They provide the car seats. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about going to another resort, or like if you're on a charter bus, you're just hopping all over the place. And I feel like they're one of the most affordable private transportation systems in Orlando. In addition, they help me with my bag, which is really, really, really nice. Also, if it is outside of that September 10th mark, which is also Annie's birthday, September 10th is, you can use the code Mobberly10 instead. That's just like my evergreen code, Mobberly10, and that will get you 10% off plus a 30-minute stop at the grocery store Publix. So instead of doing like an Amazon grocery delivery and having to pay for the fee that way, it would just be free. You just run into the grocery store on your way to your resort. They will give that to you for free. Again, as long as you mention your friend Andrea Mobberly, use code Mobberly10. And also, if you're a travel agent, I have a lot of travel agent friends out there that borrow my code. Tell them my friend Andrea Mobberly on YouTube sent me, here's the code, and then your clients are gonna get a discount. So you can use that to help all of your other moms out there. Just share this video with all of your clients and then send them the code, which is very important. We want to make sure that all the moms are taken care of. And then keys, don't forget your keys. So I like to put my keys away actually in my carry-on bag, not my fanny pack. There's too much going on right here of me going in and out that I just go ahead and plug them away in my carry-on, the one that I carry on the plane, not that goes underneath, but the ones that I carry on the plane, and I'm good to go. Like, I feel pretty secure with that. Now, considering we are 3 days away from our trip, my toiletries are not yet done. Now, at the end of my Pack With Me videos, I always like to leave some rapid fire tips, and that is going to be today's rapid fire tip. One sure way that you are not going to forget one thing in your toiletries, because I think that that's like the worst thing to pack, is the week leading up to the trip. I like to hang up my packing cube and then essentially kind of live out of it. So my shampoos will go in there, my razors will go there, my Q-tips will go there, any of my facial routines will go in there, and I just live out of it. Now, one thing that it's gonna help me do is not overpack. Now, if I have had that thing hanging up for a week or maybe even 3 days, and I did not end up using something, well, then that means I'm not gonna be overpacking it. And then if I do use something like every other day, dry shampoo, then I'm not going to forget it because it has been hanging up there for that amount of time. And I'll do the same thing for my daughter's packing cube as well. Anything that she uses, we'll pack it up. Anything that she doesn't use in that amount of time, we're not bringing with us. We're not gonna overpack this trip. Now, all of this stuff, all the things that I'm bringing, I plan on bringing just 2 check-in bags and one, I call it a roly-poly bag, like the carry-on roly-poly bags that you can put in the overhead bins. Annie will have like a little travel backpack. I will have my bag that has like all of my YouTubing stuff in it, my cameras, my MacBook, all the electronics that has to go with me, but I will have all of that with me. And so I really don't want to have more than just essentially the carry-on bag. It's looking good so far. Like in the living room, I've just been piling stuff in there. I've got to pack up our clothes. That won't be that big of a deal. I'll be leaving space for our toiletry bags, which there's just 2 of them. Then I've got to put away like my Shark blow dryer, stuff that I will use like the morning of. But essentially, like I'm feeling really confident. And tonight has made me feel very free. Like that's really the word that comes to me. Like I feel free tonight, that I'm ahead of the game, that I'm not waiting until the very last minute because we have a flight at 5:50 a.m. And I would like to get home from work on Tuesday. Again, that busy mom life. I get home from work on Tuesday and I plan on going to sleep. I want to sleep more than like 3 hours versus like the last trip that we had, where it was literally the 4th of July and I slept like a couple hours and went 22 hours. So that was not a fun time and I don't want you to have to go through that either. I have had so much fun with you guys today and I really hope from the bottom of my heart that I have helped you out. Being a mom is hard. I get it. We have all the things on our plate and now we want to make a lovely, fun, intentional time with our family at Walt Disney World. And so I am here to make life a little easier for you, mama, and maybe to make you feel seen, make you feel heard. And that's what this channel is all about. So if you have not yet, hit the subscribe button, become officially a part of this family. Find me on Instagram and we'll get to know each other a lot more. I hope you all have a wonderful Disney World trip. And on the next one, it'll be our travel day. So I'll see you then. Bye.